today's video, I'm going to share with you the deep way to restore your self-confidence. If you know you have lost your self-confidence along the way, or you grew up not feeling confident and having low self-esteem, this is the video you should watch. And the tips that I'm going to provide in this video, it's going to be from my own experience, because as someone who was afraid of even talking to people and feeling unworthy to even my peers, and it took me a lot to be where I am today. So these are my few tips that has really helped me. I can say it's not only few tips, but these tips, when you follow all of them, your self-confidence will be so much improved, if not all. So first of all, you need to understand and accept yourself, and this means you should understand where does this belief of unworthiness originates from. It can either be from your parents, or a situation where something happened and you felt a certain type of way, or you surround yourself with people who constantly put you down and affirm to you negative words about yourself to make you feel unworthy. Short, I can say like bullies, people who want you to look down to yourself by criticizing you, by always picking up on your flaws and all those things. So you should know what has caused you to develop those beliefs for yourself. So that's the first thing. And by accepting it, after knowing that where this came from, you should accept your flaws, accept that you have the problem, and accept yourself, meaning accepting your strengths, weaknesses, and accepting who you are as a human being. Just accept yourself. That will be the first step. We will be doing this, okay? So after understanding and accepting yourself, you need to program your mind to make decision to change. This is a very important tool and aspect in the self-confidence journey, because everything starts with the mind. Your mind can work for you, and it can also work against you, and it's very bad when it works against you, because you can't accomplish, or you can't take necessary action for your growth if your mind does not support you. So you should always start with the mind. Simply, I can say reprogram your mind to make change, like changing the way you think by doing affirmation, by doing meditation, in order to destroy the belief systems that has made you to feel unworthy, repetitions of actions that make us be able to trust ourselves again. So that, I can say, is my tip number 2. Okay guys, I wrote some of those in this paper. Of course it's just a small one, but it's easy for me to remember everything. This is not Googled, guys. This is my personal experience with self-confidence struggles in my life, but I've decided to write it down because I don't want to miss any of important points. So yeah, this is the third tip, and I think it's also important, is try to take care of your body and your health. When you look good, you feel good. There is nothing to negotiate in between, because we all know once we look crappy, we feel crappy, and people also treat us crappy. But when you look good, people treat you good, you feel good, you attract good circumstances in your life most of times. So try to present yourself nicely to the world, smart, classy, and this will help you to improve your self-confidence, especially when you're around people and even around yourself I recommend you to be neat, clean, and your body is taken care of. Like you can put on your makeup, you can wear especially the clothes that makes you feel confident. Don't wear clothes which does not make you feel confident around people. So wear something that makes you feel good, whatever it is, but what makes you feel good and it's smart. That's the way you can also improve your self-confidence when you are around people. Tip number 4 is start to take small actions towards your goals and towards attaining self-confidence. Like, for example, you have goals in your life that you want to achieve, and you have always been maybe sabotaging or procrastinating the situations over. You don't take action. You always think you are always ambitious, but you don't take actions to follow or achieve your dreams. So this is the moment you need to take even small action. You don't have to make big actions to your goals. No, you just need to take those small things can make a big difference, and it will give you so much progress than not starting at all. And also prioritize progress over perfection. What do I mean? Like, you don't have to be perfect. Make small actions for attaining your self-confidence. And this is like, if you have goals, go after your goals. When you achieve the goal, you prove yourself that you are capable of doing something. So you start to develop self-trust, and that will make you be confident. And also I can say it's when you need to prioritize progress over perfection. And what do I mean by saying that? You don't have to be perfect to start to take small actions or to do something or to be confident. You have to just keep moving. You need to create the momentum of the actions, those which will lead you to be confident. I can say you might practice boundaries. When people are crossing your boundaries, you can put your boundaries in place and start to take action to sit and protect your boundaries. This small action, like saying no, like maybe declining the offer which you feel is not for you, or even rejecting to be friends with some people when you feel like they're not your people. And so those are small action, but will bring you so much progress in your life. That's why I really advocate for small action. It's okay, I also did. And short story, I was in really painful circumstances, and I decided to, I had enough. So every day I used to practice something which would protect my boundary. So once here and there when somebody crossed my boundary, I always call for the action. I always protect myself. And little by little it became easy. But from the beginning it was hard for me because I didn't want to piss people off. I didn't want to see people reaction to me, and I felt like people will abandon me if I act a certain way. But at that point I didn't care. So it was hard, but as you continue moving forward, it becomes easy. So that, I can say, is tip number 4 for me. And number 5 is stay true to your values. You know your values. You know things that you value in your life. You know what things works for you and what doesn't work for you. As I said in my tip number 1, understand and accept yourself. So by this time you should know your values. So those values are for you to live a meaningful life. So you need to stand by them, and you need to protect your values at any cost. Stick to your values no matter what, even if it means to lose people, to lose friendship, to lose a job, to leave, to anything, but stick to your values, because the right people, the right things will be with you no matter what. So that, I can say, is my tip number 5. And tip number 6 is remove people from your life that trigger you to lose your self-confidence or make you feel unworthy. People who criticize you all the time, people who does not respect your boundaries, people who does not value you as human being, people who compare you with other people, and people who hurt you to make other people comfortable. Those are the people who emphasize on you the belief system that you are not lovable, you are unworthy, or you are worthless. So any person that says, do, or even try to make you feel less than what you deserve, they should be out of the window. You should never negotiate with those people. You should remove them, or if you can't get rid of them, maybe it's a boss, maybe it's your mother, you need to limit your interaction with them and make them know what they make you feel. Express yourself, and if that doesn't work, try hard to get out of that environment. But at the time, limit the time you spend with them, create strong boundaries that will help you to live without being affected mentally, because self-confidence is a mental issue and it can cause depression and anxiety if not well handled. Okay, number 7, set boundaries. Boundaries are there to protect you. They are not there to harm anybody. They are there to protect you. But we fail to sit by our boundaries because we are afraid of losing people. We are afraid if we keep these boundaries, we will lose people. We are afraid we'll be abandoned. We are afraid of so many things which are not meaningful. People who loves you, care of you, who wants you to be in their life, they will never cross the boundary because they know that it will cost them your absence. But if people does not care about your absence in their life, means you're not valuable to them. And why you should want to stay with people who does not want you, who does not value, who does not feel like you are something to them. So keeping those people who cross a boundary, they will only emphasize on the belief system you have in your life that you are unworthy. And here we are working against the belief system that makes you feel unconfident. Okay, so you need to really set boundary and stand by them. Okay, and it can be hard if you are a people pleaser beginning, but once you make progress or you create a momentum, you will feel easy every other day. You will just feel easy as you go. And people will, of course, you will lose people, you will lose friends, you will lose family, because people doesn't like people with boundaries. So you should know that you will lose some people, and you should be okay with that. And you should also prepare yourself mentally, because this is your journey and you don't want to live the life which is not happy and fulfilling to you. So yeah, it's never going to be easy. I can't say it's easy, guys, but you should try. And my confidence suffered for a long time, and I'm at the point where I can say I'm a confident girl. Okay, because I couldn't even talk to people without shaking. I couldn't even look in the camera and talk because I was so ashamed of myself. I was judging myself constantly. I believed that I was ugly because I allowed people who call me names, bad names, and I believed the words that they were saying. So it affected me mentally. And now, after working on myself, I'm here to share with you these experiences. And as you do all of those things that I said, you will come here and tell me that your confidence is improved. Like, guys, this tips works every time.